If there was any decency left in Nicki Minaj, she would be calling her fans to stop with this doxing and harassment online, and she would be pushing back on the fans who are making fun and posting Megan's mother's gravesite and talking about going to do something to it. But she's too busy right now in a Twitter space talking to Joe Budden, bringing up Rihanna's trauma to get back at Megan Thee Stallion. This is y'all queen of rap. A fool. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. What's going on, you all? Let's talk about it. This doxing that is happening online with Nicki Minaj and her fans is getting out of control. This is not something new. People have been getting doxed from critiquing Nicki Minaj, whether it's her music or even bringing up that she's married to Kenneth Petty, or even what her and her husband have been accused of when it comes to harassing Jennifer, the victim of Kenneth Petty. Right now, it is times 10, and there are a lot of people who are coming out and speaking about Nicki Minaj and her actions the last week. We've never seen anything like this before when it comes to criticism of her to this type of scale. And now the barbs are like fully activated trying to dox everybody. And it's a lot of people to do. And the people who have been getting doxed have been firing back and finding out who owns these accounts and have been reaching out to the FBI and police to get them involved. It's so bad that right now a barb that goes to some technical college in Georgia who is going to school to be a nurse literally got caught up in this mess because she posted a screenshot of her confirming the person who they were doxing phone number via Cash App. It is sick. It is not something new. It's something I've experienced a couple of years ago. Kimberly Foster has talked about her experience with it as well. She even said that she was interested in filing a lawsuit. I think something has to be done at this point. And the reason why I'm doing this video because I'm not seeing enough big news outlets writing and talking about this, because this is not okay. This is not okay. These people are simply critiquing the music or talking about what Nicki Minaj has been doing for the last 7 days. The stuff that Nicki Minaj fans are trying to dox them for doing is what Nicki Minaj is currently doing right now. Currently right now, she's in a Twitter space with Joe Budden, bringing up Rihanna's trauma with Chris Brown to get back at Megan Thee Stallion.
Like, you could tell she couldn't wait to get that part of her life. Like, you could tell she couldn't wait to just try to move on with her life. You understand? And then people even bashed her for not dragging it out, not milking it. And she just, she was just like, yo, I was mad young. We were young. Like, I just want to move on with my life now, yo. You know why? Because Rihanna knows that she was a superstar with or without controversy. She's beautiful with or without controversy. She's loved with or without controversy. I'm sorry, sympathy.
I don't even know what type of friend does anything like that, to use something tragic that you've experienced to get back at somebody they don't like. It is low even for Nicki Minaj, and the bar just keeps getting lower. If it gets any lower, we'll be listening to that trash diss track again. This is Nicki Minaj, and we're not seeing folks let up. Like, the folks who are being doxxed are not taking this lightly. They are reporting it. They are filing like all types of stuff to get back. And it is disgusting. And if Nicki Minaj really cared, if she had any shred of human decency in her body, she would come out and say, hey, y'all are doing too much. Like, hey, don't do this. It's between me and such. Like, let me handle this. But this is her motive. This is something that she does. So she doesn't see anything wrong with it. If we want to keep it 100, the same thing that Nicki Minaj is doing with encouraging her fans to do stuff like this is the same stuff that was talked about when it came to January 6th for Donald Trump. Like, they had to push Donald Trump to tell them to stop because he was getting out of control. This is the same thing. Like, this cult following and believing everything a person is saying, and the person is enjoying the things that are happening, but it's getting to the point of danger, and they do not want to stop it. Nicki Minaj sees these fans doing these things. She is not telling them to stop. Even she got asked in the Twitter space with Joe Budden, hey, Nicki, they're talking about doing this stuff with the gravesite, what do you feel about that? She didn't immediately say stop, like, no, I don't believe in that, I don't condone that. She chose all types of words to say, hey, if I have to address that, I have to address everything so these folks know, da-da-da. It takes nothing to say, hey, Barbs, do not do anything like that. That is the lowest of low. Do not do that. This is between, but she is not that person. She does not have a decent bone in her body, and it keeps showing up. How are y'all not getting at this point? Like, at this point, I'm not even mad at her. I'm mad at the folks who keeps enabling her behavior. This has not changed. And y'all are acting shocked and seeing her spiral online like she ain't been doing it for years. Folks have been getting doxxed and harassed online for years. This is not something new. Y'all are just late catching up to the party. Like I said, Nicki Minaj has been making references about Bigfoot and Drop a Tear since 2022. She's been at Megan Thee Stallion. She's been at Megan Thee Stallion. She's been poking at Megan for years. And Megan has paid her dust. Megan is not liking tweets. She's not out here engaging and following folks who are harassing Nicki Minaj. She does not do that. She does not engage in any of that. The stuff that Nicki Minaj is trying to claim that, they do to her, girl, you are rewarding your fan base with likes. Whenever they do something or say something disgusting, you reward them with a follow, you reward them with a like, you reward them with going on these Instagram lives and these station head things. You reward them with this. And you alone could stop this, but you refuse to do this. You refuse, and now you got your fans seemingly about to put their careers on the line for your career that's falling. It is really sad to see. Like, you got this girl who was on the way to be a nurse, who is a barb, who got caught up in this drama because she posted a screenshot confirming this person's phone number. Like, she is, girl, you're done. You're done. You're done. And these folks are scared now. Y'all don't believe fat meat is greasy. Y'all think this stuff is a joke. Y'all posting people's phone numbers and addresses and stuff. Sometimes y'all are posting old information and y'all got folks showing up and harassing people who do not even know this is going on. They can't even be on alert and be ready for this because they don't even know what's going on, because this is old information. This is a dangerous game. And I'm honestly interested in seeing in the future some type of real things being pushed on Nicki Minaj for this, because this is not okay. This ain't no simple social media stuff where folks just arguing. People are posting folks' addresses and phone number across the web. This is dangerous. This is dangerous, and she's not stopping. She's in this Twitter space right now giving the lowest of low. The fact that you have to bring up Rihanna and her trauma with Chris Brown to get at Megan Thee Stallion, trying to say that Megan Thee Stallion is trying to take a moment, have a moment with this whole situation, and putting Rihanna in it, bringing up Rihanna's trauma with this up to get at this person. Like, you're sick. Rihanna came and spoke about her trauma with Chris Brown, period. How Rihanna wanted to deal with her stuff, whatever, that is on her. First of all, the shoe doesn't even fit when you're saying this, because honestly, Megan Thee Stallion was not talking about it at all until folks was making jokes and comments about it and saying that it didn't happen. People were clowning Megan Thee Stallion before she even came online. She only came and told the story when it became public and folks was making up stuff about her. She had to come and defend herself. She didn't even want to go to the police and talk about it. She said that that's been her story from the very beginning. So what are you trying to say that she's trying to drag this out? You are dragging this out. Girl, we're going on close to 7 days and you are still talking about this. The only person that's continuously talking about Megan's trauma is everybody else. Y'all are the ones talking about it. Y'all are the ones writing sad bars, free Tory Lanes, and posting Tory, you lied. Like, y'all are doing this stuff. Y'all are engaging in this. The Drop a Tear stuff. Y'all are bringing this stuff up constantly.
Also, this type of rhetoric is very, very dangerous, because this is the thing that keeps victims from telling their stories. Because people like what Nicki Minaj is doing will accuse the victim of only coming forward to be able to make profits or make money off of it. And this is exactly what Nicki Minaj is doing. It is the same rhetoric that keeps victims from coming forward. It is the same thing that stops folks from talking about their experience because they're not going to be believed, because it's going to be thought that you are only doing this to get something. We've seen this before, and this is clear misogyny coming from somebody who y'all saying kick the doors open for other female rappers.
So how is Megan, who just did an interview on Good Morning America, who she didn't even mention Tory Lanez, she's not said his name at all. She talked about a bad moment during her life. She did not drag this out. It's a part of her, period. It's a part of her forever. Victims do not get to put this beside them. They are always living with this. The same way that the victim of your husband is still dealing with this. When you were trying to lie, while you sitting here talking about lying lipo and lying on deceased mothers and stuff, you lied and said that the person that your husband did that to was a white woman. And it was not. You lied. You are the liar. You have been lying for a minute, and your fans have been lying to you for a good minute, which is why you put out this hot piss track. Like, it is bad, girl. It's terrible. Like, your legacy is gone. I don't want to hear any more about Nicki Minaj kicking down doors and opening doors for other female rappers and other stuff. What does it mean for her to be opening doors for other women when she's literally closing the door right now? We are giving her too much. When has Nicki Minaj ever said that she's making this for other female rappers to be able to do their thing? When has she been promoting this? When has she said she wants to see other female rappers come up? There's only been one other female rapper who says she wants to see other female rappers come out and has been working with female rappers, other female rappers, and being on their songs, helping them get number ones and not expecting anything else from them. Y'all are trying to make Nicki Minaj this. We are trying to make Nicki Minaj this martyr or this advocate for female rappers and open the doors for them when she just so happened to be the first. I think it's time for us just to admit it. She does not want to be that. Y'all are trying to put a jacket on her that she does not. She ain't cold. She do not want it. She does not want it. And it's time for us to just let it be. If she cared enough, if she truly cared about other black female rappers coming behind her and doing these things, she would not be moving like she's moving right now. Her legacy is now her closing the door behind her to let her be the only black female rapper that is going to reign. This is what she is interested in, and it's time that we take note. This is some disgusting stuff. We can talk about misogyny and how her being the only female rapper for 10 years has done something to her mentally. We can talk about several things, but Nicki Minaj has to take some form of accountability, and she has to name what she has been doing, and she can't do that because she doesn't know what it is. And it's her fault because she has the resources and she has the energy to read and understand it, but she doesn't want to. So quit it quickly.